Welcome back, everyone, to more BallyDung Wrestling's Torn Feelings. We're getting ready for the main event. Rugged Rebel has left the building, I guess, but this matchup is for the BallyDung Championship, and I guess the Mad Professor, he's got himself into a triple threat matchup. And of course, we've seen the Mad Professor, he's gotten friendly with Kato as of late, and just a lot of things have been going on here in BallyDung Wrestling here tonight. We've had the Jewel Tag Team titles. We've had a triple title match, which I'm not sure why Kia and Max Frost teamed up, because at the last event, New Dawn, they were against each other, but I guess they put their differences aside here tonight for the better of that team that they were involved in that matchup. But here comes I guess, the Mad Professor. He was the Ultimate Champion earlier, but he forfeited that belt. He handed it over to the Rugged Rebel Leader tonight. So Rugged Rebel Leader, I guess, is the Ultimate Champion now, which is not to be confused with the Ultimate Surrender division, which is for the Divas of BallyDung Wrestling. But here comes Eliminator, and Eliminator's been wanting an opportunity for gold, and I guess the sanction in this matchup, I heard, for Eliminator, the only way he got involved in this matchup was because he had to, I guess, make a deal with the board of directors. He signed a contract with the board of directors that stated if he does not win the title, if he does not walk away here with the championship, or I guess with a championship, I don't know how that would happen, but if he does not walk away with the BallyDung Championship here tonight, or the victory, he will have to take off his mask and reveal his identity. Because people have been wondering about who Eliminator is, because a lot of people have made up rumors, said they think they know who Eliminator is. Some people have said that they've seen what Eliminator looks like, all this other different stuff, but Eliminator looks a little bit different. I can't really put my finger on it, but he looks a little bit different here tonight. So I don't know if that's something that could be taken into account, but Eliminator, he has had a lot of success in BallyDung Wrestling as of late, so we'll have to see if he can maybe win gold. As here comes Riddler, who is getting a shot. I mean, he's getting a shot at the BallyDung Championship, a belt which he held before. Well, of course, Riddler was champion, then he lost it to Kami Kaminari, who lost to the Mad Professor, who lost it to the Anti-Beast, who lost it back to the Mad Professor with an assist from Kato, and we haven't seen the Anti-Beast since. I guess he's gone into, I guess there was rumors that he's gone into seclusion to try and regain some kind of thought and balance. I guess he wants to gain back some more dark powers, I guess, and he said he was going to come back with a vengeance as he's trying to gain more dark powers and use some kind of more dark magic, because I guess he's pissed and he's been burning stuff apparently where he's at, because he's so upset about losing that title back to the Mad Professor. But I mean, that's expected. I mean, you lose a title like that to somebody you just beat in a matchup, that's got to be hard to take. And this matchup, though, it'll be interesting to see if Eliminator were to win, how the Disciples of Darkness would take that, as Eliminator's kind of on the in with the Disciples of Darkness, and sometimes he's not. But nonetheless, this matchup is for that BallyDung Championship, as Eliminator goes right to work on Riddler. And with a triple threat matchup, that's what you got to do. You got to take out the first person you can so you can make it a one-on-one matchup. You got to take the odd person out, so to speak. And Riddler, of course, the US-UK champion, he had a very tough fight. Now, a kick out. What I was going to say is Riddler had a very, very tough fight with Wade Barrett in a steel cage at New Dawn, and he was able to walk away with the championship intact. But some of the competitors on New Dawn have not come to this event tonight, as now the Mad Professor with a cover, he did that running power slam, and it seems like Eliminator and Brit have just been focusing on the Riddler in this matchup. I guess it's an elimination style matchup, as Eliminator with a cover 1, 2, and no, the Mad Professor breaks up the pinfall attempt, but Eliminator now, he's setting up, that pile driver there to Riddler, and now a cover 1, 2, 3, and Eliminator gets rid of Riddler. So Riddler has been eliminated from this matchup. Now it is a one-on-one matchup. Eliminator eliminates Riddler, but he does not win the US-UK Championship. That is the only, I guess, bad part about it for Eliminator, is that he does not gain the US-UK title, as that was not put on the line in this matchup, nor is it drawn into the contract of this matchup. The only belt that Eliminator could possibly walk out of here tonight with would be the BallyDung Championship, and that's why this is the main event here, and Eliminator looks like he might be closing in on defeating the Mad Professor, and oh, if he were to do that, that would be huge, because he'd defeat the only three-time BallyDung champion in the history of the company. The Mad Professor is a three-time BallyDung champion, but I could only imagine how tough it would be if he were to lose the belt to Eliminator, with the way Eliminator's been looking so good in this matchup. And at times the Mad Professor, he usually gets busted open and then he comes back with an onslaught and wins the matchup. That's the way he's been winning a lot of his matches, but we did see him lose with that tactic against the Anti-Beast, so don't know if he's going to try to... he's got to try to get something going here, though, because Eliminator's just really taking it to the Mad Professor here. And the Mad Professor's got to get something going. Brit's got to get something going if he wants to walk out of here with that belt. But I'd also like to challenge the Mad Professor somewhere down the line, or challenge for the BallyDung Championship. Always the Mad Professor with a high-risk move, because with all these challenges that come up for the BallyDung Championship, I would like to be BallyDung Champion somewhere down the line, because I feel that I've actually worked very, very hard in my career to become one of the greatest. And oh, the Mad Professor off the top rope. But it's nice to see that the Mad Professor has teamed up with Claire and Brie Bella and Kate Ho to form this unique kind of faction. It's unfortunate that the Mad Professor's co-general manager duties, or I guess commissioner duties, were taken away from him, and that the One has become the new commissioner / co-general manager of BallyDung Wrestling. With the Mad Professor with a running power slam takes down Eliminator, and now he's going up to the top rope yet again, and oh, from off the top rope, the Mad Professor just trying to do whatever it takes, using these high-risk maneuvers, and then flying elbow drop there to Eliminator. And now the Mad Professor with that hero slam from behind, as now Eliminator is writhing in pain, and the Mad Professor with a cover. 1, 2, 3, and the Mad Professor retains the BallyDung Championship, and that means Eliminator has got to unmask. Eliminator has got to remove the mask and reveal his identity here tonight. This is a huge victory for the Mad Professor, as he retains the belt over some very, very stiff competition here. And congratulations to the Mad Professor on picking up the big victory here and retaining the BallyDung Championship in I guess this is the first defense he's had since losing the belt to the Anti-Beast, and the Mad Professor, I guess, is picking up right where he left off, retaining the championship here tonight. And I'm actually looking forward to seeing the identity of Eliminator, because now he's got to unmask. He signed the contract, and the Mad Professor celebrating